Hey, this is Roland from netbooknews.com and .de, and I'm right here in Berlin, Germany, with my friend Peter, who's doing some interesting stuff with Coreboot
Hi.
and Osmocom. So he's building GSM networks that are open source, and they're doing some interesting stuff with Chromebooks in a couple of months. Right now we're here for another reason, which is a little modding session, and this one right here is a Lenovo S10-2 netbook, and in this box is a Pixel hybrid display. So that's gonna be put into that thing right there, and we're gonna start in a couple of minutes, so we're just preparing right now. I'll see you right again. Alright, now let's take a look into that white little box right here that's unmarked because it's one of the first run of the Pixel displays that have been made. As always, bubble wrapped nice and tightly so nothing gets hurt. Let's get it out of its foil bag. And there we go, that's the Pixel display. There's a cover on the front, but we can actually take a little peek right here. We're going to only take it off after we got it into the notebook, or during the process, we'll see. As you can see, it's a matte display, so there's no gloss, no reflections on it, because that's the big advantage. The original S10-2 display is glossy as hell, so it's not going to be so nice. And yeah, let's take a quick look at the display itself. Up there it says quality control has been passed. Down there some code, serial number, and the type of the display. I can't read Chinese, so I'm sorry about that.
Me neither.
Been manufactured at, that's September 15th, I guess that's 2010, because
Yes.
it actually took us a year to get started on doing this video. And let's take a look on the back. So there we go. It says up there Pixel, and down here we have the inverter. The cool thing about this display is it's actually got a converter that's inverter that's actually compatible with the one that's in the Lenovo S10. And so the modding process shouldn't take too long, and we're gonna get started right away.
Okay. Something snapped.
Let's just hope it doesn't break.
Yeah, so this is why I'm using the plastic now. I started out with a knife to somehow get it open, and a little bit thicker plastic, then I can use more force without worrying. So we've got the side open here so far. Let's see if we can, yep, here we go. So get the top.
Well, this is not exactly magic, it's more a part of just raw power, actually.
Just brute force, yes.
Yeah, people always say don't try this at home, but yeah, we're trying it.
We're trying it at home, and
yes, we are certified experienced technicians about this, so let's just get it worked out.
nothing broken so far. This is good. Now so we've got it
All wobbly.
all wobbly and almost off, but there's something still down here sticking.
I hope it's not glued together down there neither.
Otherwise we're going to have to tear off the glue. Let's see, I'm going to remove the battery. Come on. Always fun. Maybe I can get to it from this side, yes.
More prying open the plastics down here.
Yes.
I should try that on my U160 maybe.
Okay.
And the last one, second last one.
Is there one more?
I don't know. Is it? Nope. There we go. We got it off.
There we go. Okay. All right, I think that was the hard part actually.
Right.
I spot 2 screws that are holding the display, so let's take those out and see.
So far we're not even 5 minutes into this whole thing, so actually we're doing pretty good.
Okay, and well, oh, there are also the ones on the bottom. Oh, so, okay, I see. So the display itself, the panel itself is actually screwed to the hinges, and the plastic cover is just mounted onto this metal frame. Which makes perfect sense, because the display is much more sturdy than the plastic.
Oh, is it? Is it actually?
I think so, yes.
Oh yeah, because the display itself is held in a metal frame right there.
Right.
So
okay,
it's pretty smart. Lenovo.
It's good. It's good. All right. So now I see 4 more screws.
Just go ahead.
Yeah. Oops.
All right, so
and the
here
panel
goes the old panel.
The panel is out. Let's see. Let's disconnect it as well.
Lenovo tells us to not touch anything. I'm sorry, we got to.
No, small screwdriver maybe.
What are you doing right there, Peter?
I'm trying to pry out this this connector that goes down to into the machine. I'm not exactly sure how it is. If it's glued on with a piece of, yeah, there's a piece of tape on top. I see. Okay. Let's take the knife again.
Nowadays computers are more tape than screws.
Yep, here we go. Okay.
But that also makes sense because it's cheap to make, does what it's supposed to.
Yes, and it's a little bit flexible, which is important, so that things can move around more freely. Okay, let's see. There we go. All right.
So that's basically it. We've got the old panel out.
That is indeed it. Yes. Here's the old panel.
Say goodbye to the glossy screen.
Goodbye, glossy screen. Please
we don't need you anymore, but I'm not going to sit on it.
And hello, Pixel Chi.
There we are. Well, that's actually really fast. So far it's only taken us 8.5 minutes, and we've been wasting some time actually. So you could actually do this within maybe 10-15 minutes.
I think so. Right, let's see. Let's do it in reverse. That's always a good idea when taking apart and putting things back together.
Plus, we should mention we haven't actually tried this before.
Right.
And we're not even using, or not really using a how-to or a tutorial or a manual or any whatever.
Yeah, I looked around.
We just did a short check on the net, didn't find anything.
Didn't find
so
much.
we just went ahead.
Anyway, yeah, so let's... So I'm holding the tape back in order to be able to reinsert the connector. This is also one reason why this particular machine, the Lenovo S10-2, is suitable for this display, or the other way around, because this connector is placed a little bit differently on different panels and in different machines, and also they use different types of connectors. And I happen to know from doing a bit of research that in this machine it is actually the exact same connector in the exact same place, so the result is nice.
Pixelchi is actually recommending that you should get or should have gotten an S10-2 because this is actually an old netbook. It's been around for, what is it, 4 years? 3 to 4 years. So it's got the old Intel Atom N280 in there, so that's the first generation, or 1.5G actually, Atom single core 1.6 gigahertz.
Yeah, it isn't
and
the
the
latest.
usual netbook stuff, but
It isn't the
it's
latest
still
hardware.
got the same power as back then, and the newer Atoms are not that much more powerful. So
I got this one because I want to try out the Pixelchi screen, and if it works out well, then I think this is a quite okay machine to bring out into the park or outside, wherever you go, maybe even to the beach.
So we're getting the screws back on right now. Got the
Yep.
metal frame mounted on the one side already.
Yeah.
Let's check on the other. So there's only one more screw to go. Or is it two?
It's one more screw
Oh, it's
on
just
the
one
frame,
more screw on the
and
frame.
then
And
fastening the first one as well. So I'm doing this with the screen lying down this time because, as we took it apart, the screen was standing up. But now that I know how it is built, I think it's easier to put it back together in a nice way without having it standing up, because it's not moving around too much then. All right, there we go. I can feel with the screwdriver that the plastic in both the old display and the new display is a little bit soft, so I don't want to over tighten the screws. At the same time, I want to make sure that the display has a solid feel to it as far as possible when I put it all back together. All right. Let's see. Yes. Okay. So we can put the back side on.
this actually looks really easy.
It's not at all bad. Yeah.
You should know what you're doing basically, but shouldn't worry too much.
You need to know how to use a screwdriver.
Yeah, that's basically it. And you got to take care of that connector on the back side.
The connector, and maybe be a bit careful not to break the front. But
yeah,
as we saw, the front bezel is actually really flexible. It's not. Yeah, we can bend it quite a lot before it's going to snap. So I wouldn't actually be worried.
so that's basically, we got how many screws left? 4?
We have 4 screws left. 2 on the inside, up here, left and right. Oh, which ones?
Get
These
the top ones on again, and then the cover back on, and then it's basically it.
Yeah, then we're finished.
Almost there.
Now
we should take off the screen protector.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. I think now is the right time for this. Oh, actually now it's already a little bit too late because the tape here
Goes all the way around?
it doesn't go all the way around, but it goes on the side here.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, as we just found out, we forgot something.
Yes.
A bit too euphoric.
Yeah.
The tape on the side that keeps the protector on there
Yes.
moves all the way around on this to the side of the display. So we got to take it out of the frame again and get the paper out of there.
So here we go, tape off.
Tape goes off. Hello, Pixelchi. We're gonna keep it on for safety reasons.
Because with the tools lying around and so on, I don't want to scratch the screen.
Yep. How much did you actually pay for it? 300 bucks? 200?
The screen was $279.
So that's actually more expensive than the S10-2 itself.
This is true, yes. The screen is
But
more expensive.
as we said already, it's one of the first Pixelchi screens that were made.
It's the
So
first product they put out, and the only way to buy it actually was on makershed.com, the web shop for Make Magazine, I guess. They really wanted people to do this DIY thing.
and if you actually are aware of what you're doing, this shouldn't happen to you. There we are.
Maybe. Yes.
There you go.
Okay, here we go.
Getting the front cover on is actually done easier than getting it off.
Much easier. All right.
And
Final 2 screws.
2 more screws.
All right, starting. Let's see. Let's hope we get some image. Okay, there is some image. It looks good. Looks just like the original one so far.
Oh, there's some a backlight. Or is that backlight? Yeah.
There is a backlight, yes.
Yeah, but there's some patterns on the screen right now. But let's see about these. Or is it just me?
The
Well,
color
if the
is
color
fine,
comes in,
I
it's
think.
alright.
Yeah, the color is just as good as the standard display that was there, I think.
Let me turn off my backlight compensation. See if I... Yeah, that's better. Well, there you go. Pixel cheat screen in a
Pixel
Lenovo
cheat screen.
S10-2.
Yeah, and let's see if we can...
Is there actually... so if you want to turn on the... Or actually, it's
I want
you're
to turn
turning
off the backlight. Let's see if that... Okay.
So the backlight controls don't seem to be working, or it's just our Windows starter that's not allowing it. Oh, there you go.
Here we go.
And now we got to find a way to turn it all the way off. I think it's somewhere up here. Try that one, F3 or...
F3? Well...
It's the external display.
External. F5 is what? Wireless? No.
Try F2. What's F2?
F2?
There
we
you
go. There
That's
we go.
The pixel cheat screen. It's a bit dark actually.
It is a bit dark, but we're inside. Indoors.
Let's try turning on the... Yeah. Does that do anything?
No, that's turning up and down doesn't do anything when it's completely switched off. If we switch it back on, we have the minimum level, and it can go up to full. So switching between full backlight and no backlight is of course a big difference.
But you're not going to use that mode anyways inside.
Not indoors.
Or at least not in the shadows, because
Exactly.
if you take up the device and hold it into some lights, which we got right behind us,
See?
you should actually be able to see that you can see way more on the screen. And I think we're gonna go outside for a second and see what we'll actually be able to see right now.
Yes. Let's take it outside.
Let's do this. Goes all the way around. Actually, we're a bit late today because, yeah, it's a holiday in Germany today, but there you are. That's the pixel G screen, and if you look really close, you can actually see some colors.
You can see some colors, yes.
And if we had sun today, we could actually show you that you can see way more than if you put on the backlight. Peter, just put on the backlight for me.
Let's see.
So that's the normal mode
with a full backlight on.
with the full backlight, and
If we bring it down,
go all the way down.
so the color fades a little bit with the backlight going away. What I've seen on the pictures on the web for this display is that with a good sunlight, instead of the backlight, you get a lot of the colors back.
Yeah, it's not gonna be full color anyways, but yeah, it works. All right.
I'm happy with this. This is really nice.
All right, I'm gonna see you, well, later or tomorrow if the sun comes out again.
All right. Yeah.
And we'll see if we can get some shots in the sun with the Pixel G display in a Lenovo S10-2 netbook. See you.
Bye.